What it be, what it do. This is Philip the Puncher Collins, and I gotta start off by saying sorry I haven't been around for a couple weeks. Work, life, you all know how it is. Uh, but I've noticed I have gotten quite a bit more subscribers since I last recorded, and I want to say thank you for everybody who's new to the channel. Let me know if you're from 60 to 64 in the comments, and I'll let you choose a video for me or a movie for me to review. Only if you can prove that you're 60 to 64, because some of you guys I know has been subscribed for a while. Anyways, I'm going to do it a little bit differently because, well, first of all, let me describe why I haven't been around. As you guys know, I've been doing some comedy stuff on this channel, and I've been trying to write some new material. And that's also what kind of been throwing me off, because when I should be filming, I'm writing. With that being said, I got a few videos coming out within a matter of a week, maybe 4, depending on when you see this, because I also got another movie I got to review coming up called The Hunt. So keep tuned for that. But this one is going to be a 2-part video. And they're totally 180 from each other. I'm going to be doing The Invisible Man and Onward. With that being said, let's get into The Invisible Man. Well, the reason why I'm doing this is because both of these movies have been out for a little bit. So, you know, you probably have already heard some things. And I'm just trying to either reassure you or tell you not to. Well, Invisible Man. I personally was happy when I found out Lee Wynell was directing it. If you don't know who Lee Wynell is, he directed Upgrade a couple years ago, and he wrote it. He also wrote the very first Saw. He also starred in it. Not the guy who cut his foot off, but the photograph guy on the other side of the room. So I know Lee Wynell is a talented guy, so I was excited to see what he was going to do. I was just hoping it wasn't going to be like Tom Cruise's The Mummy. And let me tell you, you know, I hear like people like, oh, well, you know, it's a good movie, but it's not great. And I can agree to that, but the reason why I feel like it is a great movie is most people lost hope in it. And it brought the hope back of what an old monster movie being remade today could be. And I feel like it's a realistic kind of movie. Like, especially once you find out how he became invisible. To me, like I hear like somewhere in the like 30 minutes in the middle, kind of. To me, that didn't bother me. You know, like I personally still enjoyed it throughout the whole movie because I was wondering, okay, what's going to happen next? And yes, some things were predictable, but what's horror? You name a horror movie, and there's at least something predictable about a horror movie or a suspense movie. So I thought Elizabeth Moss is great casted in this. She's somebody that I do find attractive in a weird sort of way. And, you know, I feel like, especially how there's some things about domestic abuse and what drove her, and, you know, guys playing mental games with girls. You know, it's definitely fits in where we're at now in the world, and how some people just can't let people go. And it just had me like wondering what's going to happen next. You know, are they going to play it safe or whatnot? And when shit starts going down, it went for it. Like, I mean, it wasn't no like, oh, this girl's about to get raped and nothing like that. You know, nothing that crazy, but crazy enough to, you know, like what I was worried about. And maybe this is why I feel like it's a good movie. I was so worried that at the end of the movie, it's going to turn out she's crazy and she couldn't let this guy go. No, because he fucked with her mentally. And that made me worried. Because I'm like, oh man, it's going to be a cliche, girl gone crazy kind of movie. But I'm happy to say it didn't go that way. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but it definitely is worth seeing. With that being said, I'm going to give it 1 review out of 10. And this is me thinking about longevity, the fifth of genre, and entertainment. Now, the entertainment part is a bigger part of this than the other ones. I am going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. There's this girl who works at the movie theater that I go to all the time, and she's already seen it twice. And not saying that she's not a movie person, but it wasn't a movie that I was expecting her to go to twice. And so obviously it had to be pretty good for this girl to go twice. So 8 out of 10, definitely go see it. It's a 2-hour movie, but it doesn't feel like a 2-hour movie. It may feels more like an hour and 43 minutes. You might be like, well, 17 minutes. Let me tell you, if you go to the movies as much as I do, sit in the movie theaters, and sometimes these movies feel like they're 2 hours longer, then you start being like, man, like, let's hurry it up. Or maybe you have to go to the bathroom and you know you only got a little bit left. Does it feel like it goes past and you don't feel like you're about to shit yourself? And that's this movie. That being said, let's do a quick over to Onward, because I'm trying to film this one really fast just to get it out there for you guys to know that you should check it out or not, so I can start having some other content coming out. And Onward, I wasn't really expecting much about this movie. I'm like, oh, here's another animated movie. Like, yes, you got Tom Holland and Chris Pratt, but I didn't know if it was going to be any good. And I was pleasantly surprised. Like, I feel like it was another realistic, and this is probably why I put them together, because pretty much, yes, the Invisible Man is different, but it had realistic things that fit in this world today. Like, all the different, like, characters like trolls and elves and wizards and all that, to me, fits in the standards of what the world is now. And like, they used to be like the world full of magic and everything, and then people was like, well, you gotta master it, and people don't want to learn how to master anything, so they were like, well, let's just take the easy way out. And that's how I feel like the world is. If you didn't grow up with a dad, luckily I did, it would be pretty sad, especially once it hits the ending. What else can I say about this? I think it visually looked really great. Like, the animation was really good. Like, it was very detailed. The characters were fleshed out. Even the mom's new boyfriend, who was the cop / horse, or whatever you want to fucking call those things. I know there's a terminology for it, but they even, with a little bit that he had, they kind of fleshed him out enough for me, to either hate him or like him and all that. So Onward, I will give this one a 7 out of 10. Both of them are definitely worth watching. Now, if you don't have kids, yes, Invisible Man's the way to go. There's some scenes in it that's, I wouldn't say fucked up, but kind of crazy. Onward is good, like, maybe you're dating a girl who doesn't like scary movies. Onward's the movie to go to. Maybe you might even get some cuddle action after it. Get, a comfort movie. But, like I said, I'm going to just try to put this out there really fast, and so I can work on my other stuff, and, I swear my next video is going to be better. I'm just trying to, like I said, these movies have been out for almost a week, depending on when you see this. Invisible Man is going to be out for about 2 weeks, and I just want people to know what I felt about these movies. And I really enjoyed both of them for different reasons. Like, I have my friends at the movie theater who we talked about it, and we discussed what's the pros and cons of the movies. And with that being said, don't forget to comment, and maybe you tell me what you think about these movies. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, if you're one of the new 60 to 64 people, comment below. Let me know what movie you want me to review. But also, maybe I don't know how you're going to prove it to me. No, I know that there's one person I know who can prove it to me, because I was there the day that they subscribed. With that being said, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Oddity Critics. Stay tuned for the Hunt video. Stay tuned for my two kind of videos coming out. I'm going to talk about keyboard warriors because I got a funny ass story about that, and I'm going to talk about. I'm deciding on either my funny politics, what I feel, or real friends versus fake friends. Haven't decided yet. I'm going through the motions right now, just like I am, as you can see right now. Anyways, like I said, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and as always, stay classy.